Welcome back, everybody. The Iowa Hawkeyes had a chance to put a little positive spin on a downer of a season today, but instead Tennessee turned the Taxslayer Bowl into the Hawkslayer Bowl, just routing the boys from Iowa City really from the jump. First half, Tennessee got rolling with Jalen Hurd taking a handoff, going right up the gut, and it was 14-0 at that point as Iowa could not get him on the ground. Then later, game MVP Joshua Dobbs, the quarterback for Tennessee, was terrific in this game. Just shredding Iowa's defense, breaking tackles, scoring touchdowns. It was 28-0, middle of the second quarter before Iowa finally got on the board. In fact, just a couple of minutes to go in the second quarter when Mark Weisman finds his way to the end zone. Final game for Weisman as a Hawkeye. It's 28-7 at that point, but then Tennessee went right down and scored again and again and again. This was a bad game, a bad way for the Hawkeye season to come to an end. 45-28 the final. Tennessee routs the Hawkeyes. Tony Seaman was on the sidelines. He's got this.
The Hawkeyes end the season on a very low note. Tennessee came in and absolutely buried Iowa in the Taxslayer Bowl. So now, what's next?
You know, it wasn't satisfying. We lost 4 close games, and you know, clearly today we were behind pretty quickly.
A 17-point loss is a bitter cherry on top of an up-and-down season.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Definitely just didn't show on the field, but that work didn't go for nothing. You know, a lot of guys got better. A lot of younger guys got better. You know, the future of this program is bright. There are a lot of guys making good plays out there.
It's been a season of high scrutiny by the Hawkeye fan base, which didn't go unheard in the Hawkeye locker room.
I mean, honestly, I appreciate our fans, but their opinions are their opinions. You know, they're not the ones getting up with us at 6 a.m., getting in the squat rack. You know, this Iowa football is tough. And, you know, it may not show up on the field, but it definitely prepares you as a man.
I'm Hawkeye for life, regardless of what happens on the field, regardless of what happens off the field. You know, I'm still here. We're a family, and we just don't say it. We actually believe it, and we do it, and we act like it.
As the temps hover in the single digits back in Iowa City, fans and players alike are heated about the season.
The record didn't show what the work that we put in, but I feel like something's good going to come out of that, whether it's next year, whether it's the guys that's leaving.
This team, like I said, they practiced and prepared as well as any team I've been around. But we weren't good enough today. But I don't think it's all going to go down the drain. I believe that, and that's kind of how I live.
In Jacksonville, Tony Seaman, KCCI, Iowa Sports Leader.
Thank you, Tony. Iowa's offense really struggled. C.J. Beathard came in and 13 of 23, 145 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Jake Rudock completely ineffective. Jordan Canzeri finally healthy, and he ran well, 12 carries for 120 yards. You didn't hear from either of those quarterbacks because Iowa didn't make either one of them available to talk to the media after the game. There's a lot of discontent in the fan base this evening, and Cedar Rapids Gazette sports writer Mark Morehouse asked Coach Ferentz about those perceptions.
Are you aware of the temperature on side of the program, and how do you react to that?
Single digits in Iowa this week. I heard about that. You want to be more specific? I'm serious.
People calling for you to being fired, emptying the roster, hating everybody, that kind of temperature.
Yeah, I mean, we had a coach to the west of us that's won a lot of football games that got fired. So that's, you know, it's, if you're in this profession, that's part of the deal. And, you know, if I'm going to sit around listening to, you know, the temperature, reading the temperature on the outside, really I think what I need to do is probably just take the energy that I can put towards the job and put it on our improvement. And that's typically what we've tried to do for 16 years.